Alright, hey there everybody, welcome to this video. I think I've got a good one here for you. We're going to be reviewing and looking at this GoPro camera. If you've never had a GoPro before, hopefully this video can help you out. It's pretty darn cool, I must say. I'm going to show you around, give you a visual tour, and also talk about some things it can do. And let's start out though with a quick movie. Alright, hey, how cool was that? So that was a video that I made with the software, the app, and the camera itself. So this is a pretty cool thing. That's what you're ultimately going to be making. Of course, you can make, edit movies with iMovie and whatnot. But this is what it looks like kind of out of the box. It's got the camera. Now, you do want to buy a lens cover for the camera. You can see there, it does not have any type of removable lens. So if it scratches, that's it. You're done. The camera is kind of ruined, or you have to pay for a very expensive repair. But it comes with this particular bundle, came with 2 battery packs. And so the first thing we're going to want to do, obviously, is charge it up. And so this is kind of what it looks like, again, out of the package. And I'll show you some of the other parts that it came with, too. It powers up pretty quickly, a matter of a few seconds, I would say. And we're ready to go. It's got a really nice LED screen. And look at that. Touch screen as well, so you can control everything with your thumb. Pretty responsive. There's no, oh, I hit that, but it didn't respond, right? So you hit things once and it recognizes the touch. So plenty of settings. You can Google other videos on how to, if you're really looking for technical control over this stuff. But basically you can control the zoom to a very narrow to a very wide angle lens. You can change the 1080, 1080 all the way to 4K basically, and it takes up a lot of memory set. And the standard card that I bought with this particular kit was like 32 gigs, but then that lasts you about, I don't know, an hour to an hour and 55 minutes or so, depending on the settings that you have it on. 1080p will give you almost 2 hours of recording time on a 32 gig, while 4K you might only get 30 minutes or something like that. So definitely a bigger memory card is recommended, and I'll put links down below if you're interested in a screen protector, obviously this particular camera, and a memory card that got really good reviews. So if you want to check that out, feel free. But again, this is just a look at some of the. It's got a playback mode. You can review the videos that you took. So that's pretty nice. And one thing I noticed, the battery does get used up pretty quickly. So you're going to want to buy a second or third battery and have that charged. They sell these separate chargers as well. So that's something I'm going to definitely get. I noticed I'd like the battery to last a little longer, but there's a lot of juice being required to operate this camera. So that's a potential drawback, but the batteries are cheap enough, I found, where you could, have a stockpile of 2 or 3 batteries if you're planning on being out all day for somewhere. So these are the settings that, you can go through and control how bright the screen is. You can control, do you want it to be voice controlled? And that was a really cool feature of this camera, by the way. I love the fact that you can have it head mounted, for example, and you can voice control it. You can turn it on, you can turn it off, you can start recording, stop recording, all by giving it voice commands. So for example, you would say, GoPro, turn on, GoPro, start recording. And that is awesome if you're looking for a hands-free way to record. It does come with this little tripod here, which is really cool. The tripod serves as a handle, so you can actually just grab it and take pictures with your hand, or you can set it up on the tripod. And it's got a really nice mounting bracket with these really secure screws, so there's no way it's going to detach or fall off unless you manually unscrew it. That could be a drawback, because if you're looking for a quick change from the tripod to the head mount, for example, you're going to have to set it down and unscrew it. But look at that, those little brackets fold up into the camera and create a nice flush kind of design once it's down. So that, I really like the design of this. This is a really sharp looking camera. I love the finish on it, very classy, very high quality. I almost bought one of the kind of the cheaper varieties on Amazon. You could get a similar camera, and people rave about them. But to me, there's a lot to be said for a quality camera like this. Now, I haven't compared the two, so I'll put a link for a cheaper one that got really good reviews that people are saying, oh, forget GoPro, try this, down below. But I'm generally really happy with this, right? This comes with a head mount I referenced earlier, so that was probably the biggest reason why I bought this. I wanted to be able to operate hands-free, so that was nice. And this is kind of what it looks like up there on that bald head. The head mount, and you can tilt it down and it does stay in position pretty well. If you jump up and down, you might need to tighten up that screw a little bit. This is also provided. You can mount it to a helmet. There's a sticky pad, and this is how that piece works. There's a separate mount piece, and you slide that rubber tube up, and then that allows those little clips to kind of go in and lock into place. And then you'll slide that rubber piece back down, and that will prevent those clips from sliding in and coming out. So super secure. I really like that design. That seems really well thought out and really well done. All right, so this is obviously the screw that you would take out to insert the camera with, and then reinsert that screw through the holes to secure the camera onto the mount. So that was pretty cool. I like that piece. Now the app itself, I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 by any means. It was a little confusing, the interface. How do you kind of go between, selecting the videos that you wanted and recording? So not super intuitive, but it worked really well. I'd probably give it an 8 or so. Setup was really easy. And what I really like is that you can click the videos that you took. So for example, if you took something like this in slow-mo, by the way, it's got a great slow-mo feature on it, but you could, take a variety of settings and then quickly, with the touch of a button, import them into a short 2-minute video with music and a theme. So that's awesome. Here's what it looks like. Great nature scenes if you're looking to go outside and take some good panoramics, whether video or photo. This is an amazing little camera. And of course, it's bite-sized, so it fits in your pocket. There's just some other shots there for you of a nice sunset. Now, as far as photo quality goes, let's compare a shot from the iPhone right here and a picture from the GoPro right here. So you can decide for yourself which one is better. Obviously, one's got a wide angle on the fisheye kind of look, but you can go back and compare those colors if you are interested in using this as a still camera. And you can grab pictures from a video as well using the app. So overall, a really awesome camera, highly recommended. We'll stop the video right there. If you are interested in more home product reviews and do-it-yourself home projects around the house, be sure to subscribe. I put out videos every week or so. Thanks for being with me.